Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Twitter. We are on episode 65, and today we start out inside of the user controller where we set up a method to handle an incoming request with the user's profile picture and then be able to store it on the hard drive. We make sure that the user can actually upload the image by walking through the entire process on Postman, and then during the process of testing out this image upload handler, we actually run into a common issue that I have commonly with the Google Mail service. So I go ahead and explain how we can actually fix this problem while wrapping up the episode by setting up another method in the image service to get the image from the hard drive. That way we can later on send it back to the browser through a GET request. As always, I'm Ethan running Koder. Let's hop straight into the development. Now we need to set up a request to send over the image through a controller. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go into our user controller, because most likely it's going to be the user uploading this to upload their profile picture or whatnot. We'll also probably use this image service inside of the post, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. So inside of our user controller, we first need to go ahead and grab a private final, and then we'll say image service, and we'll say image service like so, and then import this, and then go ahead and say image service inside here, and then say this dot image service is equal to image service. So set up our image service for us, and then we need to go ahead and create a post mapping for /pfp, which stands for profile picture. So at post mapping, and this is going to be a /profile picture. This is going to be how the user sends us a profile picture. We're going to have a public response entity of type string, and then we'll say upload image, and maybe I should say upload profile picture to differentiate here. We're going to need a @request param, and this is going to be called image, and then we're going to say multi part file, and this might throws an unable to save photo exception, which we'll have to make later. And actually, let's go ahead and get rid of the throws for now, because I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So let's just first set this up. So we're going to go ahead and do this and bring in response entity like so. Request param, that's fine. Multi-part file, that's fine. And go ahead and do that. So now what we'll go ahead and do is a string upload image is equal to, and we'll say image service dot upload image. We're going to pass in the file. We're also going to pass in that this is a PFP for profile picture. That way we know. And then we will go ahead and return. We're going to return response entity dot status will be http status.ok, and then dot body is going to be the upload image. So we're just going to return that everything was okay and that we got the image uploaded properly. So let's go ahead and hop into Postman and actually show that this is all working. First, we need to make sure that we can run the application. Fingers crossed I didn't break anything. So let me double check. Okay, the application started up. Let me also make sure that our configuration is set up properly, because it's been a second since I actually opened this. It looks like everything should be fine as long as we're logged in. So let me go ahead and open up Postman, and I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so now we're in Postman. Currently, I'm fairly certain we don't have any users, and I can actually check that with dbeaver, because I think we're still on create. I don't think we have any users currently. So if we go into users and view data, maybe I'm wrong though. Yeah, so we have to go through and register everything. So let's go ahead and auth/register, and I need a email. So let me hop into temp mail. All right, so we got our temporary email address. Let's just go ahead and throw it in here. paste unknown coder, yada yada yada. All right, and let's grab our username. So unknown coder, blah blah blah, and we'll go ahead and I believe update phone is next. No, it's update phone. So let's go ahead and update our phone. That's just a bunch of 5s. Okay, let's go ahead and send our code. So email the code to unknown coder. We're gonna have to restart the server. We need to delete the and if you guys are like trying to follow along, even though this isn't really a tutorial and you run into this issue, you need to go into tokens. You need to delete stored credential, and then you have to restart your application. And then if you restart your application, it's going to tell you to go to the Google website. So we need to go into the accounts.google.oauth and copy this, and then you need to paste it into your web browser, and then say, okay, yes, we can connect my unknown coder to Twitter. That's fine. If it's not, continue. I know you guys can't see this, but you just need to set up the credentials again, and then you should be good to go. So let's try again. So let's go ahead and register. Then I'll grab my username and put it to update the phone and put it to send the email. And now the email should send. I haven't figured out how to automate that part yet. Probably whenever you restart it, there's probably some way to automate it, but I just haven't got that far. And now I got my code, so let me go ahead and verify my code. Copy that in, paste the code in, and paste in the username. Probably be easier if I did the email, but whatever. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and update our password, which will just be password. Okay, now we can log in with our unknown coder and password. Okay, we have our token. Now we can go ahead and send over our profile picture. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to, we need to go into our authorization, make sure we have our bearer token, and then paste in our variable. And then I'm going to go into body, and I'm going to see if I can't drag a photo over. So I'm going to go, again, you guys can't see this, that's fine. I'm going to try to drag and drop my profile picture for YouTube. Okay, it won't let me. So actually I'm going to go ahead and click select files, and I'm going to blur my screen for a second. Okay, I don't want to accidentally leak any information. I'm just going to upload my unknown coder image, and I'm going to try to go ahead and send. We have our verification token and all that good stuff, so it should theoretically be able to upload the image. So you see, image was uploaded successfully, PFP, and a random thing, and it also says .png. So now if we go back in here, right now you're not going to see anything, but if we refresh, inside of image, you'll see that we have our PFP, and then if we go into dbeaver, you should also be able to see that we have some images. So if I go ahead and view data in here, I'll also go ahead and refresh just for the heck of it, and then we'll go ahead and go images and view data. And then we should see that we have an image name, we have the path to the image, we have the type, then we also have the URL, which is where we'll actually grab that image from. So that is good. Although I don't know if we need the .png, we'll see. So now what we need to go ahead and do is set it up so we can actually retrieve the image whenever we ask for it. So for example, later on, we're going to have the user set up to actually be able to obviously view or show their profile picture. So we're going to go ahead and go back into our image service and set up one more method. And this is going to be called download file or download image. So we're going to say public. And this is going to be a byte array. We're going to return the bytes of the image. We're going to just call this download image. And this is going to take in a string file name. So we're going to say, hey, I want to find this image, so on and so forth. So we're going to say try image is equal to image repository dot, and we're going to say find by image name, and then we are going to say .get. So I'm not too concerned about it not showing up. We could do some stuff to fix that, but I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to say string file name is equal, or whoops, hiccups, string file path is equal to image.get, and then we're going to say image path. And this is going to be like my the C drive or the E drive or whatever. And then we're going to turn this file into a byte array. So we're going to say byte array, and we're going to say image bytes is equal to files.read all bytes. And we're going to say new file from our file path dot to path. So we're going to convert the file at this path into an array of bytes, and then we're going to return that image bytes. Or we're going to catch an IO exception once again because it might not exist or something. And then we're going to just return null, and we can also probably go ahead and say print stack trace just in case we do have the error, that way we can debug later. So there's that. And then we're also going to set up one other thing called get image type. I don't remember exactly what this is going to be for, but I do have it inside of my image service. So we're going to say public string get image type string file name, and we're going to say image is equal to image repository dot find image by name, or find by image name file name. So this is going to be probably a utility method that I use somewhere, I just don't remember. Dot get, and then we'll go ahead and return the image.get image type. And I'm guessing that this is going to be used inside of like a controller or something later on down the line. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please stick around for the next episode by hitting that subscribe button. You'll know exactly when it comes out, especially with that bell icon. If you did enjoy the content today, please sure to leave a thumbs up. If you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs down. Either way, it helps out with the algorithm all the same. And finally, if you have any suggestions or feedback for me, make sure you leave a comment down below. With that being said, I appreciate you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.